We're now in Mexico. We are in the cloud forest, which is above the rainforest, outside of San Cristobal de las Casas. And Lily is on a hike with her sister Esther and a friend Victor. And they run into 3 Mayans, an old woman, an old man who has 2 silver front teeth, and a younger man. And the Mayans are on their way up to the top of the hill where there are crosses, and they are going to make they're going to do some chanting, and they brought up an offering to put at the altar. In a small clearing on the mountain's summit, 3 wooden crosses rose from an altar built of stone and cement. The younger man, carrying bundles of freshly cut pine boughs and red carnations, untied his load and set to work decorating the crosses, which were tall as the old woman, painted turquoise and carved at their tips. Meanwhile, Silverteeth ignited stacks of shaved wood in a pair of clay braziers, then placed the vessels beneath the crosses. Thick aromatic smoke twined up through the pine boughs and the flowers. The old woman knelt before the crosses and began to chant. Silverteeth joined her in a doleful, dark, vibrating song that carried in its darkness the tremendously moving depths of belief. The younger man filled a shot glass with posh, a locally distilled rum, and offered it first to the chanters. Silverteeth poured his measure into a wineskin. The old woman drank sparingly. Next, the glass was proffered to Victor, and then Esther, who tossed off their rations. Finally, when it came Lily's turn, she grimaced, closed her eyes, and downed the spirits in a single gulp. Her mouth flew open, she gasped, her eyes filled with tears, and her throat exploded in a river of flames that roared down her esophagus and into her stomach. Victor shook with silent laughter. Esther slapped her on the back while Lily blew gusts of hot air from her open mouth. Silverteeth, unperturbed, shuffled to the far side of the crosses and pulled a dead chicken out of a leather bag. The bird, pink, limp, and plucked, was deposited on the altar alongside a 12-ounce bottle of Coca-Cola. The younger man polished the bottle with a long red scarf before carrying the braziers around the altar and fanning the incense to produce more smoke. Then the chanting resumed. The combustive mixture of posh and ardor rushed to Lily's head. Sensation overwhelmed her, the chanting like hollow bones being blown in the wind, the breeze caressing her bare arms and legs, the yellow light splashing the turquoise crosses, the bristles of Victor's hair shining like fluorescent filaments, and Esther's tan shorts dissolving into leaves. The smoke curled upward while the old woman sang, rich in her visions, an unwavering note. Silverteeth popped the cap off the Coca-Cola and drank it down, all 12 ounces. He did not share. Lily laughed, and the laughter hurt. To burn for one instant as the posh had burned, to not say no. Belief can do that. Incense and flowers, the vulnerable body of a defeathered chicken, the presence of gods, wind, smoke, and a Mexican sun, a hummingbird whirring, an old woman chanting, her voice a drum. In the clearing by the crosses, in the clearing on the mountain, a gift had been presented. And Lily, recognizing herself in the offering, in the plucked chicken, said yes.